Hello and welcome back to my channel Kissed by Starlight. Thank you for joining me. I've just pulled the cards for today and apologies that they're already turned over, but for YouTube purposes I've had to cover a card to make it acceptable on the reading because of the rules and everything. I've had to do that, which meant I had to pause the video. So the cards, you'll be seeing them as already showing today rather than seeing me doing the shuffling process. But incredibly powerful cards. I wanted to continue with the reading rather than starting again because the cards were really, I felt were, bringing a really important message through for us today. And that message, the question was, what would the angels like to show us about the new that we're stepping into today? What is the portal that we're stepping through and into our next phase of life, of being right now? And this is a timeless reading, so whenever you come to it, it will be perfect for you. And what I'm really seeing is coming out of a time of difficulty. What you can't see on this card is this woman resurfacing. She's emerging from the water. She's underwater, but she's emerging. She's just coming out and hitting the surface, coming up for air. And she's coming up for air in this beautiful paradise, this incredibly beautiful earth, this heaven on earth, this beautiful new reality that she's moving into. And she's completely naked, which is why I've had to cover up the card for these purposes. But that shows me that she's been vulnerable. She's had to surrender. She's had to really show her whole self and get to know her whole being in a very raw and vulnerable way, and surrender to that journey. But now she's coming up for air, and as she comes up for air, she's emerging into this paradise, into this new reality. There's even a rainbow. There's a rainbow, and there's a new path to explore that's full of beauty, full of magic, full of wonder. And so this could signify for you, and it's not specific to gender, so it's symbolizing for each of us in a different way for everybody, because each person will have a different set of circumstances. As it is a general reading, it will speak to your circumstances, and you can apply it if it resonates to your circumstances, where you're coming out of the old, coming out of a difficult phase of life and into the new, and into that new phase of seeing life in a whole new way. And I'm seeing that there's been this theme of a teacher, somebody that has been helping you to see. And it may be that life is your teacher. It may be that your experiences are your teacher. Or it may be literally a physical teacher or mentor that has been helping you move through these times, out of darkness into light, out of difficulty into peace. And I can see where there was once very pervading issues, whether that's thought forms or repetitive thoughts, maybe overanalyzing, maybe ruminating. That's all being left behind. That can no longer stick to you. That energy of the old can no longer stick to you, because you've stepped into the new. You've stepped into this new phase of life where you're mastering yourself. You're mastering whatever it is that you've been called in your life to master, whether it's your emotions, whether it's your habits, your maybe addictions, maybe patterns of behavior or relationships. And for some, I'm seeing this relates very much to a career. It may relate to a spiritual awakening that you've been having, those kind of experiences where you're unleashing your gifts, where you're stepping into your power, where you're realizing that you are and have all that you need to be in this oneness, to be in this incredible new journey, this new frontier where you're literally just stepping into a new dimension, a new portal, a new way of being, and a way of being that encompasses all of you and encompasses everything that you are experiencing. So it's that feeling as if you are becoming one with life, one with the earth, one with source, and really becoming very still and honing your craft, your offerings, your services that you're bringing into being. You've been able to let go of all of those things that were holding you down, weighing you down. And I can see a great sense of peace and clarity coming out of these cards. I can see, the warrior in you, where you've had to learn to really be strong. You've had to really be showing your strength and moving through what could be quite difficult situations and mastering them. You're overcoming anything which has weighed you down, which has been difficult for you, or which has been challenging to face, experience and move through. And you're doing that with such a sense of ease and grace now as you move into this new, and your gifts, your powers are really showing. They're really being unleashed. We've got Sopdet here with cosmic power, unlimited potential, sacred mission, initiation. And it's the same with the great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences, sacred vessel, you are the answer, be guided to your purpose, sage, be devoted and committed. So whatever you feel you've been a student in these times, whatever you feel you've been learning or being committed to, learning and experiencing, you're moving into mastery. You are moving into mastery of that thing. So for many, this is going to lead to a new career, new offerings, new services that you're going to be bringing in to help us all move into this beautiful golden age, where we realize that we are who we need, that no longer must we look to outside information, anything outside of us for anything other than confirmation of where we are, where we stand and who we are and how we move into the future. And in this new portal, this new reality that we're stepping into, it's like the birthing, there's a new beginning, there's a new you that's emerging, releasing and letting go of anything that's held you back. And I'm seeing, a lot of really beautiful sacred geometry in this reading, that you might be noticing around you, within you, in all things. Of course, it makes up so much within the earth, the patterns, the structures that we are seeing and being mirrored back to us, that is being shown to us in our daily experiences of life. And I think that's going to become even more real for you. And I'm seeing for some people, they're literally wanting to experience this in a very physical way. So learning more about sacred geometry and how that affects you. For some people, you might be feeling inspired to draw that or to bring that into your life through drawings, through art, through paintings. Maybe even for some of you, it might be a tattoo that is very sacred to you and special. But whatever this is for you, I can see that it's altering and affecting your life in a very deep and meaningful way, and helping you understand the laws of nature, the laws within you, within us, the structures, and helping you to apply that knowledge moving forwards. And as we move into this new earth reality together, this golden age. I don't really like saying new earth because I know that people understand that to mean different things. When I'm talking about this golden age, I'm talking about a very heart conscious reality that we're all stepping into together as one, with source, with love, with angels, with guides, overlighting this for us, the galactic beings, of light, of 100% pure light, watching over us, helping us move from the old to the new. And indeed the old is assisting us with the new, because it's very much part of this experience in the ways that it is making up that experience from us, whether it's because we've learned from it, maybe it's because we're learning from it, maybe because it's guiding and assisting us, if in the case of, our ancestors watching over us, or the divine masters, the ascended masters walking with us, helping us through their experiences, their understanding, their knowledge, assisting us to move through our own trials and tribulations that we've come to master, that we've come to journey through in this lifetime, whatever that means for you. And again, it will be different for each of you. This really is a time of coming out of anything that's been limiting, anything that's held you back, anything that's been constricting your growth, your expansion, your very nature, your soul.